Okay, into the cave we go. By the way, it's Z. It is Z to just switch your perspective. If you were curious after the last episode. I think I'll try it out, but maybe not inside the cave where it's going to be probably a bit cramped and hard to see as it is. Probably better to use first-person perspective here. So we are looking for the head of a statue. That's my understanding anyway. Someone stole the head of a statue for some reason. You're not immediately hostile, but you look like you might be hostile. I don't really trust this. I don't trust the weird whatever you got going on down here, the tendrils. Hello, Magdalene, Mary Magdalene. Oh, but you're... Oh. How interesting. You're like a very, very creepy looking dolphin head. And you keep looking at me. Hi.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. A faithful. A live one at that. Not scaly, not fin-bled or reef-bound. Oh, you don't have an ugly mug like one of the scions of the depths. Truth be told, you're quite pretty, aren't you? Damn. I mean, welcome to the First Church of the wonderful Congregation of the Saving World of the Prophet Above the Roots. I'm so glad to have you here, First of the Faithful. I'm Magdalene.
The Church of the Prophet? How did that end up in Sarras?
Yes, a church of the Prophet, I think. I hope I haven't garbled it. I'm still so new to this. There weren't many useful instructions in that coffer. Only a strangely written handbook. The Bible of the Red Church, I think it was called. There was also some historical books and a few prayers. I'm glad the Prophet chose red. I like that color. The Red Church sounds really good, but I've decided I won't use the ready-made name that fell into my fins. You need to prove yourself in a church, right?
So you found a coffer that used to belong to a red priest.
No. You've got it all wrong. Oh, the coffer was sent to me by the Prophet. Well, that's how churches work, don't they? You raise your hands upwards and then you believe really, really hard. And there it is. One day we find the goodness sent to us by the Prophet. And that goodness, it gives our lives purpose. That's what happened to me, at least. The Ulcerate is not the nicest place to live, you know? I was always alone there. But I believed one day something good would happen. And it did. I was summoned by Lady Prophet Kai and became a priest.
That seems like it might just be a coincidence. Like maybe she just found this coffer with these random books in it. Maybe it somehow just made its way here and she found it and then took that to the extreme because she's a bit crazy. Well, it's nice to meet you, Magdalene.
Oh dear, you're so sweet. Well, if I'd known you were coming today, I'd have tidied up a little. The altar's a bit dusty and my things are all lying around. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I'm sorry, Faithful. I swear it doesn't always look like this. It's just no one's been here for quite a while. Well, truth be told, there was no one here apart from Boz. Ever. Oh, right, Boz. Do you know her? Well, she lives in the nearby village, Tumbo. You two should get along. Boz is great.
I don't know any Boz. Is she your friend?
Yup, she's my friend. Or sometimes, at least. Boz is a Finbled, like me. She lives in Tumbo. There's always something happening there. If you're ever bored, I'm sure she can find you something to do. Boz always has the best ideas for adventures. We're from the same litter in the Ulcerate. You could say we're sisters, in a way. Even though she hatched from a different egg. My true brothers and sisters were eaten by the scions of the depths. It happens sometimes.
I guess being a fish is quite rough. Let me look at my options here. Yeah, is there anything about the Red Church's doctrine that you don't understand?
Oh, yes. Quite a lot, actually. In the prayers and handbooks, there's a lot about a plague. That the plague will come and eat us all or something. But I don't know about any plague, and I don't see why it should come for me. What does it want from me? I don't have anything of value. It should mind its own gills, or nose, or whatever it has.
It's a sickness that ravages the surface world. My people suffer because of it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Back in the Ulcerate, we'd get sick sometimes. Usually it was brought by tadpoles, or young finbleds that escaped to Sarras for a moment. Sir Apps and his helpers always got really mad when that happened. Sometimes it was just stupid parasites, but other times, entire eggs would die. My Red Church will protect and cure those who come here in need. Thank you, faithful. Sometimes, even a shepherd can learn something from her flock.
I don't know how you plan to cure anybody. So what do you do all day here?
Usually I read the prophet's word and try to listen to what's inside me. That's what the handbooks tell me to do. It's very hard, listening to what's inside you. Sometimes, when I focus too much, I start hearing my heartbeat and get anxious that I'm going to die. It's the same when I breathe in too much bulb fume. If I ever heard voices speaking to me, I'd keel over for sure. Apart from that, I knit and sometimes make trinkets. Everything for the prophet. Searching for salvation in the word.
I suppose you say, yeah, do you sell stuff? You want to trade?
Oh, I'd love that. That sounds like something you'd do in a church. I'd love to see what you have for exchange.
Okay, so she is a shop owner as well. I'll do that in a second. You mentioned that no one apart from Boz ever visits you?
Yes. But that doesn't bother me. There is a right time for everything. Even for Boz to find a moment to spare for me. She's just very busy right now. She needs to gather knowledge, like everyone in Tumbo.
Why don't you live in the village with everybody else?
I don't think they really understand me, you know? They've decided I don't fit in. I don't have enough knowledge, and I doubt I ever will. And I understand them. You don't need to fit in everywhere, do you? Truth be told, I got used to not having my own place. But I'm here now, in my church, my very own place. And you are here too! Ha! It's really amazing. I'm not alone.
How was life for you back in the Ulcerate?
It was cold and dark. Dampness and slime everywhere. The ones who hatched close to Sarras had it best. Boz and I hatched deep in the Ulcerate. Older finbleds and tadpoles often sneaked in there. They bullied the weak. The tadpoles, well, they were the worst. Sometimes, they even ate some of us. Usually, they grew into the scions of the depths. They're insatiable. Not when it comes to hunger, but entertainment. That's what the hunt is for them.
Can you leave the Ulcerate on your own?
Not at the beginning. When we're big enough, Sir Apps and the carers decide who to let out into the world. But some of us choose to escape. The rest stay in the Ulcerate, waiting to be let out, or searching for a chance to run.
So what happens to you when you're let out in the world?
We start a church, or we collect knowledge, like Boz. And sometimes we turn feral. Most of the finbleds end that way. They get hungry and it makes them stupid. But it's not their fault. It's just how it is.
So that's the ones that we were fighting earlier. They've turned feral. And what about you?
Me? I escaped. Boz had been let out a moment earlier. We agreed she'd wait for me. And she did. Together, we wandered to Tumbo. It's easier for Finblades to live in groups. It's better together.
Okay, I'm not gonna say this. It's kind of mean. What you got for
watch
selling?
over our exchange.
Yeah, let's check her shop here. Kelp decoction and a luminous seawater. Well, that's quite nice. Requires 1,000 gold though. That's kind of pricey, not gonna lie. Ooh. +1 skill immediately. I want that for sure. Okay, so let's sell some crap here. Time to sell some crap, and then we can get some stuff. We can buy that thing. Okay, I think I want all these. I could sell some food. It's not worth a ton, but it kind of adds up. I don't know. I'll think about it. We have junk to sell, though. Yeah. Some of this expensive junk we can get rid of. Or just straight up junk. Oh, nice. 2 gold bars. Okay, that's quite a lot. And then we got stuff in the stash to sell as well here. Yeah, all this stuff I am literally just keeping to sell pretty much, so... Like, I don't think I'll use any of this stuff, probably. It's a lot of damage. Greatsword +7. It's crazy. Don't think I'll be using this anymore. Other one I have is better. Random bows here. What's the best one? I'll sell some of this stuff. I don't really use the bows at all. Okay, armor. Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Don't need that. We have several of these knight breastplates I can sell. One. A lot of this stuff I'll probably sell at some point. I just don't know when I'll want to for sure get, like, they're all like unique helmets, you know. I don't want to necessarily sell one and then I want it later on, you know? But I got a whole bunch of knight boots here I can sell. I doubt I'll want this for anything. That is certainly a lot better. 6,000 gold now. Okay. So yeah, give me that skill point thing right away. Thank you. And kelp decoction, I'll probably want this recipe. If nothing else, to be able to make lots of healing potions really easily. It's pricey, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. So now I can... Do I have to keep these? I'm not sure if I have to keep them on me or not. I'm not sure if I can sell them or not. I guess is my question. I don't know if I can sell them or not. I think that's probably it. I don't need all of these burning embers, though. Just one is fine. I have a lot of arrows and stuff I could sell, but I'm going to keep them for now in case I decide I need them for something. This I might want later on. Okay, I think that's probably good. That's fine. Thank you, Magdalene. Whispers. Alright, let's go ahead and learn that. Use that. Get our free skill point, and then get a save. Very good. We'll just have a look around this Church of the Sun. I forget the name. It was a long name. I think I'm justified in forgetting what the heck it was. That's definitely a thing. Is there anything up here? There is eventually, I bet. So there's going to be some secret up here. Alright, here we go. I mean, maybe. Probably get over there, but I'd have to, like... Can I do this? Can I make this jump? Is that... It looks too steep. No, it's not. We're good. We can go over here. Okay, I think that's probably it. Just making sure I'm not missing anything over here. I mean, this is all we can get here normally, right? The Shepherd's Manual, an addendum for newly ordained priests. And so, my brothers, when you know not what to do, always be guided by the word that flows from the heart. Upon your pastoral path you shall meet many unbelievers, deaf to the word. Yet if you speak to them from the heart, the truth of your words and the purity of your intent shall break even the hardest of godless hearts. But remember, my brothers, the word shall sound from your lips only while you walk among the living. It is no shame to delay your ministry when your life hangs in the balance, for a dead priest converts no one. I guess we can just pick this. What is this? The role of the church in the time of the... something else, the Call of the Depths. The role of the church in the time of the plague by Brother Attilius. Brothers, I could say it is understandable to fear your duties in these times. It is not. You should be grateful you were called now to serve the prophet. Facing the plague is and has always been our true purpose. Yet I hear faithful whispers, I hear dissent. The church has grown complacent and let vice creep into its midst, but no more. There will be no more cowardice, no more quiet prayers begging the prophet to spare you from hardship, no more living in the lap of luxury. If the prophet saw you simpering and cowering before this new reality, she would turn away in disgust. The plague is our enemy and, in its own way, our savior. Rejoice, you will stand on the front lines in this battle for the body and soul of all Avalon. And if you fall, the prophet will welcome you with open arms, for you heeded her word, kept to your path, and did not bring shame upon her name. That's some pretty good, doctrine, or, what's the word? Propaganda. That's a tentacle, man. Looks like it's a door almost, like it could just split open, you know? Wonder if it will later on. Sailor's Revenge. Food? Restores health, okay. The Bible of the Red Church, 1st edition. And the prophet Kai spoke unto her brothers, Arthur Pendragon, to her brother Arthur Pendragon, saying, And thou, my brother, hearest the word which within thy soul soundeth as the call of Avalon. Verily, I say unto thee, this word cometh from the heart that seeketh solace. Therefore, let thy heart be thy guide, and the word shall lead thee forth. There shall we build our home, and the heart shall bleed no more. And Arthur took his sister's counsel unto his heart, and hearkened unto the word, and answered the call. And the Lord of the Seas, hearkening also unto the word, answered the call of the heart, and guided the prophet unto the shores of Avalon. So Kai was Arthur's brother. I did not realize he had a brother. The Bible of the Red Church, My Notes. This must be by Magdalene. With add-ins for better understanding made by Magdalene, the first priestess of the First Church of the Wonderful Congregate of the Saving Word of the Prophet above the Roots. Okay, got it. And the prophet Kai spake unto her brothers, Arthur Pendragon, saying, It is important to note that Lady Prophet was not hatched alone, and she must have cared for her brother very much, or he would have died. The first rule we take from this is simple. Care for one another, even when it is hard. And thou, my brother, hearest the word which within thy soul soundeth as the call of Avalon. Verily I say unto thee, this word cometh from the heart that seeketh solace. So the Lady Prophet says here, you should listen to your sister, for she knows what's best for you. Likewise, you should also listen to your priestess, because she knows what's best for you. Therefore, let thy heart be thy guide, and the word shall lead thee forth. There shall we build our home, and the heart shall bleed no more. This one is easy, but I'll explain it anyway. We should listen to our hearts and be true to them. When we are true to our hearts, we will be happy in our home. And Arthur took his sister's counsel unto his heart, and hearkened unto the word, and answered the call. And the Lord of the Seas, hearkening also unto the word, answered the call of the heart, and guided the prophet unto the shores of Avalon. As you can see, the Lord of the Depths, called the Lord of the Seas by the Toplanders, also listened to the Lady Prophet. This shows she is wise and worth listening to, and as these passages repeat, when she speaks from her heart. Okay. I guess it's not all bad. I mean, you know, quite a bit of interesting lore there. I guess that is the way you're supposed to get over here. It's the only way to get over here. Kind of some sort of semi-hidden lore, but we can learn quite a lot about what this church is all about by that. Okay. Now that we've gotten our lore dump out of the way, did she in fact take, is this the person? This wasn't the person that took the thing though, right? We're looking for the head of a statue. Right, that's what we're looking for. This may also just not be the correct cave, too. That's entirely possible that we're just not in the right place whatsoever. Because there's really nowhere else for me to go here, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. There was nothing else back here. Okay. Well, have a nice day, Magdalene. I hope Boz comes to visit you sometime soon. I guess we'll go over to Tumbo. This was not the correct cave. Not the cave you're looking for, Mario. Try the next castle. I guess we go and see that guy that wanted to fight us earlier. Some weird stuff over there. Another cave. Maybe. No. We're gonna fight? Oh, hello. Begone, feral Finnblood. I smite thee with my axe. I'm in a holy mood now after reading all that scripture and stuff. Okay, random stuff. Do I need the... Yeah, I need the ambergris sickle. Maw of the Current. That is a giant spectral whale. He seems friendly, though. Oh god, that's a bit of a drop, isn't it? Break the seashell. Take it for upgrades later. Right, now I'm a bit lost. I mean, I don't know where I'm supposed to go for this cave. I mean, there's probably a quest log. Bring back the tremble. Oh, it's all the way over here. Okay. Well, I'm going to look around over here anyway, even though it's not where we're supposed to go. Yeah, you could use the freaking quest marker, Wanderer. But then we would not have met Magdalene and learned about the crazy lady who is selling stuff in there. We also got a skill point. It was worth it. And what do we have up here? We're clearly being led to something. Ooh, you dodged me. Gotcha. They're very twitchy, these Fimbloods. Poor ferals. But we use everything for crafting, so I'll just take it all. Can I get up here? Bet I can if I believe. Bam the spacebar hard enough. Come on, we can do it. You can do it! It's kind of making me slide off this thing. Makes me think I'm probably not supposed to go up there. Could be stuff up there. Oh, there's that up there. Surely I can get up there if there's that. Right? Oh no. I have fallen. Surely we can get up there. There must be a way. Since there's stuff up there. Come on. Let me up. Let me up. No, we're gonna get stuck if I keep trying this, I'm pretty sure. These rocks are not climbable. Maybe there's a different way. It's not. I've already gotten a bunch of those bulb things that I have no idea what to do with, so not really something I need right now. Okay, let's look at the map here. Let's head over towards the thing we're supposed to get. Enemies. You got wrecked, bro. Yeah. Want to see what that thing is, too. This just screams boss to me, man. It's gonna be a boss. Let's save first. Oh yeah, boss arena. Drowned Knight. Oh, I dodged ya. It's not too bad. We are wet. It would be bad if he... Oh god. If he were to, electrify us or something. He is very tanky, though. We're doing good, but he's very, very tanky. Let me see if I have anything I can use on him to make him a bit less. We'll do some lifesteal potion. Just for funsies. One of those bad boys. And then let's see... I've got 2 of these. I mean... Sure. What else we got here? I only got 1 of these. Fireball's really good. I'm doing okay without the fireball for now. I'm doing okay without this, too. Is there anything else I'd want to use? I think not. There's so many, like, various health potions. Kind of annoying. I wish I could, like, sort these better. No, I'd say we're good. We're good with that. Okay. Ooh, okay. Oh no, oh no, 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 no! Dude, I got stun locked. I was doing so good. I got stun locked. Okay. I'm gonna preemptively use that then. All I really want to use is the increasing the max stuff, I think. The Rejuve Potion's pretty good. And a Life Sucker, Soul Sucker, whatever. Bloodsucker Potion. Soul Sucker Potion is done. We gotta use another one. Also a heal potion. Whoa. Another Soul Sucker Potion and some heals. We are doing good, though. Get wrecked, dude. Nice. We got him. Where does his body go, though? Where's the loot? Did he despawn? Is he supposed to despawn like that? Oh, here we go. Backwater gauntlets and sabatons. Let's see what we got here. New stuff. Let's see. Decent armor. Dashing into enemies has a 13% chance to stun them. Small enemies are more susceptible. That's pretty cool. I mean, I lose a little bit of armor, but I feel like that's a pretty cool effect. Physical damage by 5% of your max health. Oh, that's an interesting effect, actually. That's quite good. So, health stacking character, huh? This is a mace, I think? Yeah, I could dual wield this. Crackbone, one-handed. Yeah, it seems like it's a mace. Hits with this apply 2 stacks of frailty. What does frailty do again? Right, increases non-status damage received by 1% per stack. So with a lot of hits, you could increase damage by 66%. All right. I can use this right away. I didn't really use my... Yeah, if I put this to +5, it would certainly be like the same damage as my Executioner would be, probably. That's an interesting weapon. I kind of like that. Might use it in my offhand. This one's really good too, though. 5% of your max health. So it's not very much right now. Again, I'd be rewarded for stacking endurance, right? Because I've got the other thing that gives me... I got the point in the skill tree here over in, was it practicality? Yeah, here. This gives me 1% melee damage per point of endurance. And endurance also gives me... It's 5% of my total health. So at 100 health, it's 5 extra damage per hit. So 5% of this, 1/20th of this, it's not very much. We're talking about, like, per point of endurance, you'd get, like, 1 and some change damage per point of endurance, like flat damage. But yeah, we'd be getting flat damage and a percentage damage increase per point of endurance. It's kind of an interesting way of doing things. And you're also just very, very tanky, right? Your endurance becomes damage increase as well. In fact, your endurance becomes as good as your strength for increasing your damage. It's quite good. Yeah, I might go ahead and put this on my offhand. Try it out. It's a lot less damage. Well, not a lot less, but it's some less damage than my current weapon. But I mean, it's quite good. And there's a line in the skill trees where if you're wielding different types of weapons, you get a bonus. What is it? If I can find it here. Yeah, here we go. Fighting with 2 weapons of the same type increases attacks by 20%. There's different types, right? Yeah. 2 weapons with different types increases physical by 20%. So it's just a 20% bonus. A 1-pointer with 20% bonus if I go down into here, right? Pretty good. And this is kind of whatever. I don't think I really care as much about blocking with 2-hand. I think I like dodging better. It seems like I'm doing a lot more dodging, although it depends. It does depend. Sometimes I block, sometimes I dodge. It just depends what, I don't know, what's better at the time. But for 1 point, that's quite good. 20% more damage. We kind of have to take this one, though, which we don't use heavy attacks too much. But yeah, just 20% more damage for 2 points. It's not bad. Not bad at all. This is attack speed, but it's a pretty low bonus. All right, that's interesting. I have stuff in crits as well. Right, this is why I was getting my stamina back, because high crit chance lets me just restore a ton of stamina. 40% chance. So, yeah, like if you get this a little bit higher, if you get your crit chance pretty high, this becomes insane because you just have infinite stamina. You're just going to restore it all the time. This one's really, really good too. Yeah, just doing crits, man, 30% damage reduction against the next hit. The crit line is really good. Let me just say the crit line is extremely good. Yeah, I might dive into crit a bit more. I don't know. Crits seem extraordinarily good. Dual wielding with that just seems extremely good. The damage bonus for my current gloves is way better than those, but, I mean, that's an interesting, I guess, save after all that, after that fight. It was a pretty good fight. It's an interesting way of building your character, though, right? But, then again, like, perception is really good too. I keep finding items, I keep thinking of different ways to build my character, and it's really interesting. I really like the loot in this game. It's impactful. Oh, I can't go through here. Invisible, well, not really invisible, but opaque wall. Opaque fog wall. Yeah, there's a kind of opaque wall around this whole thing. Someone in there, too. Alright. Keep to yourself over there, then. That's weird. Whoa! So notice that even when I apply, even when I hit with my axe, I am still applying frailty on hit. So that implies that the weapon effect of this applying frailty applies to both weapons, which would make me think that all weapons like that would work that way, right? Which is interesting. It means that dual wielding is especially powerful because you can stack two different effects on your weapons. Dang it. Yeah, some enemies like those thin guys, they're way easier to take out with a shield. Because you just block them and then attack back, which is a really good way of going about it. But it was already over here, I think. Nope, I wasn't over here. Never mind. Never mind, it was not here. Thought it looked unfamiliar. I've also got points in the block line. We just have to kind of see, you know, I'm just going to have to try out both styles and figure out what I want to go with. I have, like, a ton of origin potions, so I can decide later on. You can also just do both. I mean, there's nothing saying you can't just level up block, you know? And then use it a little bit whenever it suits you. There's no rules. We can just switch it up whenever one works better than the other, you know? I haven't been paying attention. Okay, I'm just walking around the temple, looking at stuff as we go, but I have not really been paying attention to where I'm going exactly. But that's okay. We're just taking in the sights and doing some fights and having some fun. That's all right. They're really loading us up on food and stuff, I guess, you know, to make sure you have enough stuff to get by. Assuming you came here with, like, absolutely nothing, you ought to be able to easily keep your character healed and craft stuff and be in okay shape, you know? Two of them up here. I think I hit both that time. Bam! Get wrecked, dude. Not gonna lie, that power attack does feel good, man. When it hits and it just goes like whatever. I can't make the sound. They go squish. They get squished. This is not a cave, it's a tower. Wait, is this where I came from? Yeah, this is where I came from. Right, we came from here. Okay, it's over this way. Dude, yeah. That's the play right there. Give me your seashells. Just like constant sound of wolves howling. Yeah, don't fall down there, apparently. That's, the green death down there. Hello, drowned sailor. There's a bunch of them. Gotcha. Whatever you were. Floatling. Trying to dodge me? Get out of here. Alright. Another one of these things blocked by the sickle. Ugh, my throat caught there for a second. Get back over here. Love the music in this new area, too. I didn't really think about this theme as something that would work so well for an expansion or a DLC or whatever you want to call it for this game, but it does. It works great. So yeah, yet another location I can't go to yet. I'm gonna forget all these locations. You guys gotta remind me later on, like, hey Wanderer, did you go to that place? Over at the start? By the gloomy cave where you couldn't go into earlier? Now you got the ambergris fillet, or ambergris sickle. The ambergris fillet. No, yeah, like I'll forget, so remind me. Maw of the Currents, right. Bet we go there later on. Bye-bye, seashell. You must be destroyed in the name of upgrades. Okay, I'm gonna get stuff over here. Oh, there's a bunch of people here, too. You guys. Got him. You have a drop? You did. There are more of them? No, it's just some sailors. Oh shit, I need to heal. Oh boy. Be with you in just a minute. I need to assign some potions. What do I have? I need to make some more potions. That'll work for now, I guess. Thank you for waiting. Appreciate it. I'll go ahead and pick up. They're not worth that much, these claymores plus whatever. They're not worth that much for their weight, but if, I mean, I can always take them right over there and sell them right away to that priest lady, right? Okay, stuff over here too. Man, you got wrecked. Nice. Tried to dodge, huh? Didn't work out. Water droplet crafting ingredient, I suppose? Damp love letter. If you find this, please tell Alora I still think about the night we spent together on the shore at the steps of the All-Mother's Southern Temple. You were not what I expected to find on pilgrimage, but I believe it was a sign from the goddess herself telling us we belong together. Waking to find you gone broke my heart, but I trust the All-Mother will help me find you as she did before. Yours, S. Aww. He wound up here instead. Sorry, dude, that sucks. Okay, this feels like I'm gonna fall off if I go anywhere else over here. I wonder if this was like his little hovel or whatever before he died of starvation or whatever. Whatever killed him. I know I've gone past where we're supposed to go, but I'm looking around, okay? I'll turn back in a second. Okay, we've come around full circle now, I think. Yeah, we can go back and do the thing we're supposed to do, the quest we're supposed to do. Not sure that actually increases my speed at all. Because there's a little bit of slowdown after you do the initial burst of speed there. Okay, here's the place. Let's get a save and then do it. The Gloomy Cave. I can't loot that. I feel like I should be able to loot it. I guess they're here for light.
I know that smell. The stench of a landlubber.
Uh-huh.
Where to turn back while you still can. This is no place to lose your way.
Whatever, dude. I'm gonna kick your ass and take the whatever back. I forget what it's called, but the head of the statue or whatever for the weird fish guy who's gone crazy, clearly. Come on. There we go. Grandma Medusa's lessons. Now listen well, my tadpoles. Everything you need to live healthy and happy can be found right in your own garden. Take seaweed, for example. It's nutritious, perfect for stews and potions, and you can even make parchment out of it. Or algae, they're everywhere, and their uses are nearly endless. That's why it's so important to listen to your elders and use their wisdom to find new ways for old things, things that may seem ordinary only to the untrained eye. Cherish what Sarras gives you, and our land will reward you 100-fold. Okay, I got different recipes for that. That's interesting. I already bought that for a bunch of money from the other person, though. But they're like different recipes. One was 50 health, and that one was 40 health. So I guess I got the better version over there, I suppose. Maybe it was worth it. I guess. Feels like I wasted 1,000 gold, though, to be honest. Nope. Is it boss time?
Well, well. Look what crawled into this filthy hole with me. I haven't seen a live one down here in, never. Come to roll in the muck with us? Familiarize yourself with our stench. Want to smell the rotting glory of the sanctuary and all its foul denizens?
Who are you?
Name Squall. I run my own den. I carve it in the likeness of the seas I sailed and the shores I saw on the surface. The outside, this Sarras. It is a foul mockery, an insult to true sea dogs. This isn't a place for the likes of you, with your sun-kissed skin and fresh air in your lungs. Piss off before you start growing barnacles on your back. It ain't a pleasant feeling.
I can imagine not. There's a man by the tower that claims you stole the Carnix.
Ah, so you must be Josephus's precious surface brat. He must be ecstatic. Or he would be, if his head weren't like a morning scramble. Truth be told, I prefer him that way. The nonsense he spews now is better than his usual. So, I stole the Carnix. What of it?
Why'd you take it?
To snuff out any chance of light crawling back to this damned shore. To let those cockroaches rot in the dark a little longer. Besides, I like the dark. It covers what shouldn't be seen. The growths, the feelers, The greenish grey skin that shouldn't still be walking around.
You stole it because you hate how you look?
I stole the Carnix so Sarras could be true to itself. You've walked into a graveyard, surface brat. And graveyards deserve darkness. They deserve quiet. They deserve to be forgotten.
You seem quite resentful.
You don't say. They betrayed the sea, robbed us of a sailor's death. They put their faith in that horrible thing, and what they built out there, it is an abomination. Traitors and oathbreakers, the lot of them.
Give me the Carnix back and you can live.
Is that what Josephus calls this? Living, stupid surface brat. You're making yourself a puppet in his hands. And when you try to cut the strings, he'll cut you. I'm not giving you the Carnix. I'll fight for it tooth and nail until that husk of a body won't hold me no more.
Okay.
Already?
Well, we tried. That's fine, though. I wanted to fight you anyway, because fighting's more fun, so... Alright, we're gonna buff again, I think. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Life Sucker. I got more of those, like the +1 versions. Okay, that should be fine.
Quick! Fishy's got more.
Damn, dude. Kinda wrecked him. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what all we got here. Off of him. New stuff. A sailor's hat. Whoa, 25% attack speed. That's pretty badass, actually. I wonder if that works for heavy attacks, too? Like, having fast or heavy attacks would be great. It's not that much less armor either than my current one, though our current one does reduce stamina costs by a ton, which is crazy. If I could get better stamina elsewhere, it'd be really good, though. And this is a wand? Or, no, this is a, it's a... looks like a mace, honestly. Strength, dex, and practicality. Crits with this weapon apply 5 stacks of bleed. Okay. Reduces their incoming healing by 100% for 3 seconds. So, 5 stacks of bleed. Bleed's not very much damage. It's, yeah, 0.6 per second. Okay. So, like, you'd have to hit him a lot to make it worth it, really. It's an interesting weapon. It's not that good, to be honest. And this is a key? A Squall's key, yeah. Make stuff wet, okay. Not sure if I read this or not, but there we go. Yeah, we got the recipe now, cool. This we can drop. Okay, this is, shoots a great wave of wet water. Alright, we're not really a mage, but yeah, it's cool. Yeah, if I can get better stamina, like reduction elsewhere, I might consider using this, just because 25% attack speed, man, that's a big multiplier on damage. And being able to land your attacks quicker is pretty powerful, assuming it works for heavy attacks too. Which I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean, what would be the point if it didn't work for everything, right? Yeah, we kinda took a big dump on that guy. That was pretty easy. Let's see what Squall was hiding over here then. besides the stuff that we were gonna get. The Carnix. Gotta be a way up there, right? Definitely didn't explore this place fully. Where does this go to? This opens with the Squall's key. Okay. This probably goes up and around where we're supposed to go. Ah, here's a loot. The Carnix. Wow, that's a statue, alright. That's a statue head. So that was bringing light back into the place? Food, 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 and more food. The guy probably just wanted someone to put him down, to be honest. He was in kind of rough shape. Riptide Ward. Is this a... Is that a shield? It is. Parries apply stacks of frailty. Okay. Just seems like you'd have to really have a long fight for frailty to be worth worrying about. I mean, I guess it is 1% more damage per stack applied. Which is pretty good. Like, if you think about the math on that, it is pretty good. With a maximum of 66%, like, it is pretty good. Just doesn't seem like the effects, the way you apply, I don't know, doesn't seem that crazy. Although, like, I'm already getting max stacks of it pretty easily just by using this offhand, right? We're getting it pretty easy. I hear you over there. I'll be with you in a second. What's in here? Not sure if I'd be looting all this trash or not. Like, do I want to loot all the trash items? Not all of them, I guess, because some are worth, like, nothing, you know? Surely I wouldn't want to loot everything. Erect. I guess one interesting thing is this area would not be affected by the weirdness, even though I'm getting cobwebs. I wonder if that's because it's nighttime outside. So we're getting cobwebs here, but it wouldn't be affected by the weirdness. You just, you know, grow barnacles out of your back eventually. It seems like this place just sort of corrupts everyone who's here over time with the sea's influence, and you start to grow weird plants out of your body and or become a tentacle person or some other thing. It just seems not great. Doesn't seem like it's a great time down here, you know what I mean? I know that's where we're supposed to go over there, but that's the exit, I'm pretty sure. I want to make sure I haven't forgotten anything here. This goes back over here. I never did get like up on top there. I saw that guy walking up on top of there. So I want to go up on top of there. You sure I can't go up there? So I kind of want to, you know? Be some interesting stuff there. This doesn't go anywhere except for back around. Doesn't go like... I thought this might go up and around so we can get on top of the ship area over there, but it doesn't seem like it. It seems like this just goes back to the other area with some loot, yeah. Drop back in over here after we fight the guy, and that's it. well, that might be all here, guys. We went around this way. Yeah, I don't know if I'll wake up on top of there. Let me know if I missed something, but I don't think I did. Yeah, this goes to a dead end. Yeah, I think we're done. Okay. Well, good fight, Squall, but not really. You kinda got crapped on. But maybe that was your intention because you led a pretty miserable life with plants growing out of you and stuff. Got some cool artwork. Okay, we got the thing. So we can go back now and turn it in, I guess, over here. This area is also pretty well explored. I wonder if this will, I'm assuming in turning this in is going to open up this area too. But I'm not sure if that guy in there is going to be friendly or maybe not. Get a save in either way. Where'd he go? Is he up on top now? Must be, yeah, he's up on the top floor now. Oh, we just gotta put it back into place. Okay, here we go. How does this... Oh, it goes on there. Oh, okay. We're gonna get a cool thing here. This is gonna open up, probably.
I can't. I mustn't. I need to be patient. It will be over soon. Oh, finally. Our Sarras in all its glory. I never knew I would miss it this much. The sound that resonates and quickens the spirit. It is good to hear it once more. And this light. I had almost forgotten how beautiful it is. It brings clarity and quiets the mind. Forgive me for my indisposition earlier. At times, an excess of sights and knowledge seems to overwhelm me. Allow me to introduce myself, this time in a proper way. I am Josephus, a sailor of Captain Lear's crew. Glad to welcome you in the sanctuary of Sarras, child of the surface. Tell me, was it Squall who dared steal the Carnix?
I thought you didn't care about the names. What changed?
My dear child of the surface, everything changed. When you blew the Carnix, the knowledge flowing through me finally stopped being so floody. But if you want to keep the name for yourself, so be it. I was under the impression I should respect your decisions, no matter what they might be. I'm still not sure if it's Nimwe's command, or the Lord of the Depths him. Anyway.
Missing voice line there. I am on like an alpha version of this, so there might be a couple issues here and there. I'm sure they'll be fixed by the time it releases in full. So, what now?
Ah, yes. The next step. You were brought here at Nimwe's bidding. She wishes to meet you, yet she lies beyond the deepest of depths, and only Captain Lear knows the path to her. But here we are. The hour has come. We must rouse that old cur from his slumber, and for that, the melody of the deep must be played once more. I will need the help of my old companions, Ercol and Apps. This is the second thing I ask of you, child of the surface. You must find them and persuade them to play their part.
Where should I go look for them?
Each of them remains bound to what was appointed to them. Apps is the caretaker of the children of the one who gave us life. You will find him in the Ulcerate. And Ercol tends to the Lord of the Sea's knowledge in the archive. It's truly a sacred duty. He made sure that nobody would trouble him.
Okay. The Ulcerate, which we know about already from Magdalene, and the archive. Okay. I'll find them.
Just be careful, child of the surface. It has been a long time since I last spoke with these two. Sarras is not a safe place, and their domains might have turned even more spiteful. Stay vigilant. though something tells me your presence here isn't mere coincidence. When you convince them, we'll meet at the chapter house, and consider yourself invited, of course. Trust me, you won't want to miss the moment we play the organ. Ah, and here, this is for you. Some parts of the sanctuary require you to cut into their bowels to enter, and they won't yield to any surface blade.
Right, the ambergris sickle cuts membranes to reveal hidden loot and passages. Using it consumes charges that you can regenerate by killing enemies, gather bursting bubbles, and more. Okay, interesting. Hopefully I can use the bursting bubble things, and I haven't just been collecting them all, and then now, like, I won't be able to recharge? Like, that'd kind of suck if I'd used them all preemptively. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, hopefully I really hope I didn't waste all those bubbles earlier. So 2 new quests, 2 new areas to go to. The Ulcerate. Kind of want to go to the Ulcerate first, because that was mentioned already. Cool, we get a little information on these guys. Right, people we've met in the past. Alright, quests, and I'd rather do this one first, I think. Because I've already heard about the Ulcerate from Magdalene. Alright, we'll do that first then. Unless the other one's like significantly closer or something, but I don't think so. I think we're fine. Okay, well, like I said, hopefully I didn't just like screw myself over by popping the bubbles early. We got stuff from them, I assumed, you know. I forget what we got. Was some kind of crafting type thing. I guess I'll put this over here. It's fine. Yeah, there were a ton of areas I can go into. Or that I can go into now that I couldn't before. Let's go check them out.